Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I'm the Little Reader, and you, my sweet friend, have found your way into my house alongside this beautiful peach selenite. You're not alone, my friend. You either have a rock rocking out with you, or a community watching the same video that you're watching, the very same, or me, the Little Reader herself, also known as Amanda. So get cozy, get comfy. We're going to do as we do here. Channeling in from sweet spirit, a message for the mighty we, for all of us. How to stop waiting for your life to begin, beautiful soul. How to stop waiting for your life to begin. You know what I'm talking about if this is vibing with you. It's an internal way of being that isn't always expressed to our loved ones or to social media. Heaven forbid. Or to the world at large. But this is what it feels like to exist as a human being waiting for your life to start. Some sort of change is going to happen as the sirens roll on by. Some sort of change is going to happen, and that change is going to be the catalyst to my life taking off. It's either going to be a lucky break. It's going to be the collapse of the system as we know it, which means bank infrastructure collapses, political systems are cleansed of their corruption, international travel stops, another pandemic happens. It's not always a good thing, this interrupt, but it's going to interrupt everything, and then my purpose and my life are going to matter. I'm going to be somebody. And this may sound like I'm playfully jabbing at this way of life, but I'm not. I've lived it, baby. I love it. It's a valuable part of our expansion experience. But it doesn't stop there, my sweet friend. It goes on. If it's not the collapse of the systems or the world as we know it, waiting for our life to begin also feels like this. When I have a partner, a lover, that's when my life's going to begin. When I have a car, a way of transportation, or I no longer live where I live now, that is when my life is going to begin. When I have a spiritual breakthrough, an aha moment, an epiphany, samadhi, when I release all my karma, heal completely, that is when my life is going to begin. When I give up this addiction, when I stop smoking, when I ditch the cigarettes, the vaping, the weed, the porn, the clubs, the dancing, the debauchery in whatever form it takes, that is when my life is going to begin. When I manifest my career goal, work with that person, get myself to the next level, am recognized for all that I do and all that I am. It's getting personal now. When I am seen, when I am validated, when I am celebrated, when I'm famous, that is when my life is going to begin. When I complete this project, close the album, publish the book, or finish writing it, or start in some cases. When I apply for the job and maybe get it, or get the promotion, just get through this season. That's when my life is going to begin. But what does that translate into, my sweet friend? What does it translate into when my life is going to begin? It means that it hasn't started yet. I'm on pause, I'm on hold. I'm not allowed to be complete. I can't feel my full worth yet. I don't fully matter yet. I'm not really someone yet. It means I'm in a liminal space. But it's different than having an understanding of the linear nature of human life. It's different than having a timeline and knowing that there are goals, that there are people and relationships and magical moments to come. There's a difference between recognizing the linear nature of human experience and allowing yourself to be infused with the inspiration and the magic of that as a fuel to enjoy the present moment. That's one way of being. But the one I'm talking about, the one we're channeling today, the one we're acknowledging and loving today, is different. It's using the linear nature of the human experience to justify the mediocrity, the unhappiness, the wrongness, the feeling of not being whole, the feeling of not enoughness in the present moment. That's different. And that's okay. Spirit has a solution. It always does. The first one is unconditional love. Unconditional love. There's no need to justify the mediocrity of the present moment. Embrace that shit. Well, straight from the divine. Embrace it. Who says it's mediocre? So you're not living the dream. So you're not the evangelist you thought you would be. So you're not rich. So you don't have 1,000 partners, lovers. You put your name on them. Something almost came up, but we just repressed that because it's not appropriate. So you don't have what you think you're supposed to have or think you're supposed to be. And as a result, you nurse a silent feeling of shame, mediocrity, comparing yourself to others, and either putting them down or putting yourself down. Even if you're not acknowledging it, that feeling of waiting for your life to begin suggests that either you haven't been given the ingredients required to start it, or you just don't know how, or it's just not your destiny. Wrongness is at the core. Wrongness. So the antidote is love. There is no wrongness. It's perfect. All is well. We don't justify mediocrity. That's a mental judgment. But if we must judge, we celebrate it. We celebrate mediocrity. No, you were not given the tools that you needed to be the thing you're supposed to be. If you were, you would be that. So remove the shame. And then take away the blame from others. If they were supposed to gift you with opportunities, or if you were supposed to be born to a better lot, evidently you weren't. or you would have been. So let's take the blame. Now, without shame and blame, we can't have guilt. So we just celebrate exactly who you are right now. In this universe, nothing is wasted. There are no mistakes. The mind judges as good, bad, constructive, destructive, to life, to death. The mind, we love it. It's a drama. It gives us so much. But we can step outside the mind to see the bigger picture, which is where truth resides. And understand you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So let's put that to rest. No time has been wasted. Now, how to get your life to begin. Give yourself everything that you think you're supposed to be and have. It's a little game of play pretend to start. You want a new job? Pretend you have it. But pretend it's a weekend day. So you're not there. You want a lover? Pretend you got one. But they're on vacation. They need to do this work trip. So they're not here and you're not there. You want to live in a new situation? Pretend you live there. But you're just visiting the situation where you are, just for today. Do you see what we're doing? We're removing all the contingencies and the ifs. We're removing the faux, F-A-U-X, reality that shame and guilt forces us to create. A reality that says, if I had this, if I had that, if I was here, if I was there, I'd be happy. So we put all those things in place. Okay, you're here. You got it. It's there. It's done. And you're still right here, exactly where you are. We're learning to love what is as it is. And that's how your life begins. So walk around with this play pretend. Use this tool. Okay, I've got the lover, but they're on vacation. Okay, I've got the job, but I'm on vacation. Okay, I've got the car, but it's in the shop being painted. That puts me right back where I am. So what does this moment have to offer me? What's the beauty of this moment? What do I have to give to it? What do I have to offer it? How have I not accepted this moment? Spirit tells me there's often rage against the moment. But because that's not a practical way of living in this world, we shut that down. We silence it. And we turn it into this weird, apathetic, faux reality. F-A-U-X. With all these contingencies and ifs. Well, if and if and if and if and when and when and when and when. And I'm working toward that and I'm getting there and I'm doing it and I'm sure it'll happen. And back to the present moment we arrive. The reason we're in this moment is because it has something to offer us. And we have something to offer it. We can find it by accepting it as reality. This is the moment. Live in it as if it will never change. As if no outside force is going to come in and rescue you. as if no random chance or opportunity or that good luck streak that you're owed or that partnership that you deserve and are so worthy of, you are, by the way. But this idea that we're victims to the twists and turns of fate, although true in many applications, is not true in that it can control your love of the present moment. Waiting for our life to start is saying, I don't accept this. So I've created a lot of stories about when I will choose to fully come alive. Spirit is inviting us to flip the script and say, not only do I accept this, I own this shit. I choose to become fully alive now, as it is. Play the game of all the ifs are granted. It's helpful. And find yourself right here still. Right here still. And then be with here. Be with now. What do you feel up in that beautiful heart of yours? If rage bubbles out, let it. Love it. Caretake it. And then if underneath that pain bubbles out, let it. Love it. Caretake it. And if under that joy bubbles out, oh no, the horror of actually loving and being okay with a so-called mediocre existence. Sometimes we don't want to acknowledge that we love our life exactly the way it is. But you're allowed. Because to the divine, there's no such thing as mediocre. All is well. So, beautiful soul. Forgive yourself. Love yourself. Grant your wishes. Let the reality of this moment sink the F in and embrace it. Develop a practice, perhaps, of grounding into this reality as it is. And only when you have taken in all the medicine that this present moment offers and given all that you can to it, will shifts happen. But it's not when shifts happen that your life begins. Beautiful soul. It's already started. It's on right now. It's on, you're on. The mic is active, the camera is live. You have all the power. You are whole. You are complete. You are loved. You are perfect. You're right where you're supposed to be. So will you let yourself be alive? That's up to you. More resources are down in the description box below to help kick off your moment. Until we meet again, I am sending you all of the love that I've got. Always more, never less. Because just in case you haven't been told today or recently, you are so very worthy of it. I love you.